What is going on, Governor? It's Chisgule here, and today we're going to talk all about our preparations for the Ark of Osiris. We actually recorded this just before Ark of Osiris. I wasn't going to put it on my channel, but I got so many questions about um, how I got all these reserves for training in the Mighty Governor, how I did my army presets, why I chose the presets I did. So we're going to have it all in this freaking sweet video. Even though I know the footage is from a couple days ago, that's why. The other thing that's going on, by the way, a little bit of Kingdom news, there's some sort of tournament for Mighty Governor Kill event. Uh, I don't know. I sent my resources to the dual collector, so I'm in. 10 million food, wood, and stone. 30 million total. Whatever. Let's battle, baby. I don't know how it's going to work. The rules are somewhere. I'm sure it's public, but I just have not had a chance to read it. But we'll definitely include that in the channel. Like and subscribe if you want to see how that turns out. What is going on, Governors? Chisgule here, and today we're about to battle in the Ark of Osiris. We've been told it's Kingdom 50 that we're up against, which is pretty crazy. That will probably be on my channel before this even shows up on my channel, because what we need to do right now, is go in, and we want to make sure we've got more than enough healing speed ups to do whatever we want to do. So we're just going to go, and we're going to pick up, max purchase the Call of Ancients. If you like Rise of Kingdoms videos, where we show you our Ark of Osiris preparations, including spending $385. No big deal. You should like and subscribe, because, I don't know, apparently we're doing that today. And we are a sponsored creator with Rise of Kingdoms. Let's start the spend fast. Let's start the spend fast. We're going to flash on the screen what's in the bundle. In fact, we're going to show what's in all of the bundles toward the end of the video, because the in-game mails make it a lot easier to see. So let's start the purchasing. All right, $10 is in. 20 bucks. Bada boom. $20 is in. 50 bucks. Huzzah. It's worth mentioning the main driver for these purchases is actually not Ark of Osiris, it's Mighty Governor, and it's the huge army boosters that we get from these bundles, specifically these guys right here, the level 5 reserves, that make it really rapid to train troops in Mighty Governor. That's one of the main reasons to get this bundle, in my opinion. Comes with a bunch of other goodies too. The army expansion's pretty sweet. Let's buy the $100 bundle. All right, purchase is in, and looks like we got some buffs rolling. Assuming those work in Ark of Osiris. They're not supposed to, but I think they might actually. Anyways, huh. Pretty sure you can only have one buff at a time, but whatever. They're both fine. Either's good. Let's get this right here. 100 bucks. Bada boom. The other reason we're purchasing these bundles, by the way, is that it's the end of the week. We got to buy some stuff in the VIP shop. I'll show you some of the things we're going to buy just before we jump into Ark of Osiris real quick. So let's grab the final $100 bundle. Bada boom. Now, if I haven't already, I'll flash up on the screen real quick the number of speed ups that are in this bundle and a comparison against a whole bunch of other bundles. We generally think this is one of the better bundles to be max purchasing, and specifically it's those level 5 reserves, the army expansion, that really kind of tips it over for me. There's also a high volume of speed ups, which we really, really like. Now we'll go into our mail and just showcase all of the contents in these bundles, just so that you can see what you get. All in all, we think pretty reasonable if you're a big spender in Rise of Kingdoms, because $385 is a lot of money. Now, P.S. in case you're curious, here's what's in the gold chests. I don't know, double troop thingy that we'll never use ever. VIP that they really need to increase VIP level for that to be worth, and 10 silver keys. So, speed ups are the thing we were really looking for there. We need to get into our other preparations. One of those is popping our army expansion. This is the Titan League here. This is the big hitters. So we are going to rock the proper 50% army expansion. So let's rock that now. Boom. We do have, I believe, a 10% attack token as opposed to a 5% token. So we are going to rock that now. We're going to overwrite a 5% buff that we have going. And now we're going to do our army presets. Now, we've been putting a lot of thought into these army presets, and we've got most of them already down. Our army number 1 is Mina Saladin. Saladin is 5520, and I just think that's quite fine, good enough for a full cavalry army. We'll confirm our preset to number 1. Now, preset number 2, Expertise Khan and Cao. Oh yes, baby. We're just going to increase the number of troops. We are going to bring some T5s, and we will confirm. By the way, one trick you can do as you're doing this, if your total number of troops is going to diminish as you start to set these armies, you got to make sure you actually can fill all the armies you're doing presets for. One way to approach that is to reinforce a nearby flag. So I'll send my 2 armies that I've done presets for already into the flag, and we can see what we actually have remaining here. The next army I want to do is my infantry army, and that's going to be Richard and Charles. We're bringing the T5s to that party, and bada boom, those are now in the flag. We also, of course, are going to have a preset for our archers, all T-fizzles, T5s, boom. Confirm, and march them into the flag. Now, the remaining army is kind of an interesting one. The preset that we're going to use, oh, wow, because we're using this big army expansion, we've actually filled the flag, which is hilarious. We'll go to this one. The preset we're going to use, I think, is going to be a cavalry army. The army that we'll set on the fly, which we're not too worried about, we'll do it as we go, would be probably Hannibal with Joan or Hannibal with Ethelfled, depending on how spicy we're feeling. I'm not feeling that spicy. I feel like the Joan of Arc is probably the better play, quite frankly, even though Ethelfled is legendary, and I get it. The buffs to everybody nearby seems better than debuffing potentially 5 armies. So for now, I would stick with the buff plan. However, I want to have another cavalry army. This is my sort of backup, running around the field, reinforcing rallies, cavalry army. Speedy is key, and we're going to bring T4 in this army. We're going to bring T4, which, gosh, feels a little silly against such a tough opponent, but I think the speed is honestly worth, and I think these 2 will be fine. If I wanted, I could bring a legendary. And let's consider that for a second. So I could use Freddy as the secondary. Freddy is 5.5/2/2. I think he would be a fine choice. However, we haven't selected the skill tree. We've got the Cav. Do we have the skill tree? No. Well, gosh, and Plagius does generate rage. I think both of these are fine combos, honestly. I think both of these are fine combos. The advantage, and I think the reason I'll stick with Bybars, is because he does a lot of AoE, and there's a non-zero chance that we'll be hitting multiple targets. So I think this is a fine choice. So that will be my 3rd army, which I don't think I actually set as a preset there. So let's actually make that a preset, and then we're gravy, man. We're good to go. Yeah, I didn't make it a preset. This is the sort of army I might use if I was doing the mixed army as the backup. The only downside of this is it's so freaking slow. I really dislike how slow it is, and in Ark of Osiris that matters tremendously. So, where are you at, Pelagius? There you are. Right in front of my face. And Bybars, clear it out. The other option would be to put Joan of Arc with this pairing, right? Like as the secondary, which would be fine. That would also be quite fine. However, I think these armies are going to be in totally separate locations on the map, so that's not what I'm going to do for now. There we go. Pretty sure I set the preset that time. We'll confirm it. We'll march all our armies back to town. And we're now ready for Ark of Osiris. We're going to get in Discord. This is going to be a heck of a match. Good. Army looks good. P.S. We were so fired up about Ark of Osiris that we forgot to actually go to the VIP shop and spend down. So the thing we really wanted to buy is these 24-hour speed-ups, which we are going to max. Totally good value. 600 gems for 24 hours of speed-up is just tremendous. And we really want to pick up these 8-hour speed-ups, which are the next best thing. Pretty darn good. We'll take it. We don't buy the 60-minute speed-ups anymore. They're just not that Great of a value, honestly. 50 gems a pop is a little pricey given the other options, so we hang on to our gems. All right. I'll probably interject other content, but if I don't, I hope you enjoyed this quick little video where we drop a bunch of cash and we prep for Ark of Osiris. Like and subscribe if you want to see the fireworks, and until next time, you have fun smashing the kingdom.